Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. And today we're talking about why Africans are invading Black American spaces, and it's not what you think. There have been two incidents that have been trending on social media, and that was the Somalis and some other immigrants at the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama, during Bloody Sunday. And then there's been the issue of the Ghanaian president and the Ghanaian government evidently trying to be a part of the Black Americans' reparation struggle. Well, I have family who live in Selma where the Edmund Pettus Bridge is. And my family member told me something very interesting. There are Black people who are like blue dog Democrats in Selma. And they have been inviting those people to come to the Edmund Pettus Bridge and join in the marches. So those people are not just coming there. The Somalis and the Hispanics and the other immigrants are not just coming there just to be coming there to be a part of the Black American struggle. They are invited to come to the site and to march and to be a part of the Black American struggle and to be a part of the freedom struggle that people face when they come to America if they are not white. Now, the Somalis, I think, have had a real wake up call. I think that they thought that people saw them differently than Africans or Black people, but they really aren't seen as different in America. Now, in Africa, in Somalia, and maybe in the Middle East, although the Arabs don't claim them, but now they have been invited. Don't let me get off the subject. They were invited to come to Selma to march with Black people and honoring Bloody Sunday. So I wanted to make that point. So these Africans are not just showing up and taking part of something that they are not a part of. They are invited in. Now that's one part. At least they were invited into the Selma March. I wanted to make that point. And also, I heard a content creator who lives in Africa, O'Shea talking about the Ghanaians, and there's a large Black American expatriate community in Ghana, and they are sponsoring these tours and trying to make Ghana a part of Black American history so they can get paid. It's at least that's what O'Shea was saying. And I know that there are a lot of people sponsoring those tours from Africa. So there are these Pan-African people who are merging these cultures together, who are inviting these people in. These people are not just thinking, oh, well, we think it would be a good idea to be a part of the Black American struggle. No, they're being invited in by Black American Pan-Africanists. So before we just go whole hog blaming the Somalis and the Ghanaians and the whoever else, just consider that there are Black Americans who are inviting these people in and asking these people to be a part of our struggle and to make their struggle a part of our struggle. Now, that was the original intent of Black people. But some of us, but some black people got mad because, things weren't going quite right. But there are those who still have that sentiment that we are all black and that whatever is my problem is your problem and whatever is your problem is my problem. And in a perfect world, that's how it would be. We would help each other. We would be a part of the same struggle because we're in the same matrix. And Black Americans have been turned off by the way some of the Black immigrants behave when they come to America because they think that they stand out and that Americans, white Americans, see them differently than they do us or any other black person, and they don't. And they have to learn that the hard way. And sometimes it's a hard lesson for them because they want to identify by their nation or their tribe and they want to set themselves apart and they want to brag about their job or their education, which is nothing compared to what we have. So they have to learn that the hard way. And then, even after learning it, some of them still perpetuate the lie that they are doing so much better. They are not. But that's a discussion for another day. I wanted to make it clear to Black Americans who are angry because these people are invading our spaces that these people are being invited in these spaces by our own people because they don't see us as being different. They don't see FBA as being the lineage that you need to cling to and that you need to speak up for. They see Black as Black. So we have got to give these people a little bit of grace. When we see them showing up, just know that they've been invited by somebody, especially when they come in large numbers. Just know that they've been invited by somebody in our group, somebody of our lineage has pushed them up to it. And I want to say one last thing about the Selma March. During the Bloody Sunday commemoration, Americans from many backgrounds walked the bridge to connect themselves with the struggle for equality, to honor those who were beaten. Nobody died on Bloody Sunday, but they were beaten on that bridge. John Lewis was beaten to the point that he had hearing problems for the rest of his life. But people do march with Black people across that bridge to show solidarity with the ongoing civil rights effort. And also, it's a symbolic reenactment of the original march for voting rights and racial justice. And we still know that voting rights can be at risk and racial justice is always at risk in America. So that's why people join. So we shouldn't get mad because people come to join because Americans from all walks of life come to Selma. Okay, y'all, thank you for listening and have a good day.